American Natividad at the University Avenue Courthouse. We've been here all day, but no verdict yet as the jury continues to deliberate over the fate of 29-year-old Christopher Husbands. Husbands is the man accused of opening fire at the Eaton Centre nearly 7 years ago. Now, it's been a long 5 days of deliberations, but no hint as to when a verdict may come down. The jury, it appears, struggling with the defense's key argument. June 22nd, 2012. Screams and chaos in downtown Toronto. A flood of terrified shoppers fleeing from the busy Eaton Centre mall after a gunman opens fire on a group of men in the food court. He kills 2 of them and injures several others, including a 13-year-old boy who survived a gunshot wound to the head.
So what's your last name, please? Husbands.
Christopher Husbands has admitted he was the gunman, but has pleaded not guilty on all charges, including 2 counts of second-degree murder. Husbands' defense argues that the 29-year-old was not criminally responsible or NCR. They say he was in a dissociative state during the shooting, brought on by PTSD. During the trial, Husbands testified that months before the shooting, he was the victim of a brutal beating and stabbing at the hands of some of the men he opened fire on that day. Multiple psychiatric experts testified that Husbands did have PTSD, but are split on whether or not he was in a dissociative state during the shooting. The Crown points to the disturbing security footage, arguing that it shows a gunman aiming with purpose and intent. The jury has been deliberating since Thursday. Yesterday, court reconvened briefly as the jurors sought clarification on what NCR entailed, suggesting that as deliberations drag on, the jury is wrestling with the issue. Now, this is the second trial for Husbands on the same case. He was tried and found guilty of 2 counts of second-degree murder back in 2014, but that decision was overturned by the Ontario Court of Appeals, who found that the judge at the time, who's now retired, made an error during jury selection. Now, it's important to note that if Husbands is in fact found not criminally responsible, he then will be sent to a forensic psychiatric facility for assessment.